Kia ora tātou te iwi. Welcome to our first ever podcast. I'm your host today, Rangatahi.
And Jackie Knowing.
And we have a special guest here with us today, Harmony Chadwick. Kia ora girl, welcome to our show. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and where your journey started?
Kia ora te whānau, my name is Harmony Chadwick. Some of you may know me from my social media presence. I'm the owner of Harmony Scents, which is a oil perfume business inspired by designer fragrances. I'm from Ngāti Kahungunu, Kohu Pātiki in particular, and firstly I just want to thank you all for having me here today.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to our show. What were some of the first challenges that you faced when starting your brand?
So the challenges I first faced, I guess so starting my Pākehī, I was actually very young. So I didn't have much pūtea to actually start my Pākehī. So my biggest challenge was actually coming up with the funds to be able to start my business. Also finding manufacturers by myself, having to Google research. Those were my barriers, I would say, and the only barriers I did actually have while starting up my Pākehī.
What age in particular did you start this Pākehī?
So I started my business at 16 years old.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is impressive.
That's impressive, yeah.
Wow, girl, nah. You make moves. You make moves. If you could say anything to your younger self, what would you say to her?
If I could say something to my younger self, what would it be? That's actually a really good question. It would be to believe in myself, and to not have any doubts whether I could not do things, whether I could do things, and just to believe in myself and that I can do whatever I put my mind to.
Wow, now that made me kind of emotional. But, who has supported you, been your biggest support system for your journey?
My biggest support person, I'd definitely say my papa, my dad, has been my biggest support person from the very start right till very now. He's definitely been my biggest supportive person.
Oh, that's so cool. Jackie, do you have any questions for us?
Because you're so young, I'm just wondering, an average 16-year-old is not thinking to start a business. And you say that your dad was your support person or your inspiration. Were they running a business already? How did they...
When I grew up, actually, my mum and my dad, they were very hard workers. And that's what did inspire me to want to start my own business. I grew up watching my dad picking apples, my mum being a cleaner. They worked very hard for their pūtea, they worked very hard for their money, and I guess the whole reason, not only did I start my business to inspire other rangatahi that it's possible, but so, when the time comes, I can be able to provide for my whānau, for my papa, for my mama. I can be there to support them like they did for me when I was a kid. Because, they did work hard for their money and they did provide for me as a kid, what I want, what I needed, my necessities, the essentials, they provided that to me. And seeing them working so hard to be able to provide for me, that made me realise, when I do have my own tamariki, my own whānau, I want to be able to provide for them in a way where I'm not working hard, and I'm not working a 9 to 5 for someone else.
Great. And so when you were... I'm just thinking of you as a 16-year-old. I can't get this out of my head. So how does a 16-year-old start a perfume oil business?
How does it start?
I mean, were you out in the garden? Were you squishing flowers?
I don't really like gardening, so it wasn't gardening. But so ever since I've been a kid, when you're a kid and all my friends, they knew when I was younger, I was always that one who had a big collection of perfumes, products, all the lotions, I had it all, and I love when my friends came over, you got a cool perfume collection, you got, all the products. I loved my products since I was a kid, and I always had that dream when I was younger, I want to have my own perfumes, lotions, body washes, all that sort of jazz. So it's always been my goal since a kid to be able to have my own line of products.
Speaking of products, you bought some in. Did you want to show the camera?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. So this is Baccarat Rouge 540. It's inspired by an alcohol-based perfume. It is quite expensive when you do buy, because not only is oil-based better for your skin compared to alcohol, it's cheaper, I want our people to be able to feel luxurious and smell luxurious without having to pay heavy prices, if that makes sense.
Can you tell us what the smell is inside and what's it's inspired by?
So yeah, that's inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. The smell, do you want to have a smell? It's actually a unisex.
Yes, please, after you.
Yeah. It's actually a unisex oil perfume.
Ah, nice.
We've also got this one. Close to the camera, so I'm not good at this sort of stuff, whānau. So we've got Persuade, which is inspired by Harmony My Way, which is
yes, I love My Way too.
more of a floral smell. You can have a roll on those if we use too.
What's in this one?
Thank you so much. Oh no, where's the camera? Guys, no lies, this smells like My Way. This smells good.
Yeah. So that's more of a floral scent, whereas this is more of a musky, unisex scent.
Try that one, KJ.
Yeah, you want it.
This is the bro KJ.
Yeah,
that's the brand.
KJ.
Yeah. Shout out to KJ.
KJ, would you wear that?
Actually, yeah, most likely I would.
Can you see me
Oh,
looking
this
at you
smells
like you better say yes?
No, that's actually quite nice. I definitely would.
Yeah, so that is it. And I do actually plan in the future, I am wanting to open a men's line of oil perfumes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like, what are in your products? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the oils and different.
Yeah, so there's a mixture of oils in there, but the main oil being Korea oil, so that's the main oil fragrance up in there. And like I did say, it does last on your skin longer than alcohol based.
Yeah. I realised that oil does last longer than, you know, the perfume or the perfumes and things like that. But going back to our questions, if you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be?
I actually thought about this question last night when I seen your script you had written out, and it took me a while to think, because I was thinking I actually don't think I want to ever collaborate with, you know, if the time comes and it's meant to be, it'll be. But in saying that, I don't know if you see her, but Summer's World, and she does the FIFO cooking.
Oh yeah.
I love her content. I think it's just the Kai. I love watching the Kai, but yeah, it would definitely be her.
What's your favourite comfort food? Speaking of a Kai channel, you have a Kai channel with your dad, eh?
Yes.
So explain more about that, and what is your favourite comfort food?
I don't know if you'll see my TikTok, but definitely Kinners.
Yes.
Yeah, Kinners, Powers.
There you
I would definitely say that's my comfort food.
Yum, because that's my favourite too.
We have something in common.
Yes.
Ingredients in perfumes, and some of those are sort of, like you said, you mentioned a little bit about taking the alcohol out of the perfume and making the oil the carrier. And some of the ingredients in it, like I think there's also a move definitely towards more what would you call them, unisex perfumes.
Yes.
Both men and women can wear them. So they've got woody, more natural smells in them, oud, some of those kind of quite heavy, musky sort of smells, but sort of lighter tones and things in them. I don't know if you can tell us some of the ingredients, like what is, you know, are there flowers, is there wood, is there citrus, is there, what are the actual things, if we can visualise them as ingredients, what would they be?
Yeah, so the main citrus, like how we did smell Persuade inspired by Harmony My Way, there's still the, you know, citrus smells, the floral smells, and that comes in the oil, if that makes sense.
Okay. So how do you create these? Do you have like little pots of all these things and you're mixing them together? And
So I actually have the oil perfumes, and say I have about, how much would I say? I can't count off by head, but little bottles so I receive the bottles, I get the stickers done, I put the stickers on myself, and then I put the oil perfumes in the bottles, and then I put them into the bottles, make the cards myself, so everything is basically done myself besides making the actual oils.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. And then you obviously create your own socials and content creation, and you've developed your own brand identity. So you are a kind of multi-skilled, multifaceted,
Got all the
woman,
skills.
modern woman, yeah. So is that something you taught yourself?
Social media, like, was that something?
And content creation, to create a brand identity around what you're making.
Well, honestly, it all started with me and my dad eating kai. I didn't actually know it would plan out the way it has, and actually given me the opportunities it's given me, you know. Like, I didn't know I'd be sitting here right now just by posting what me and my dad eat, and you know, our kais. I never thought once by just posting that. Our first video was actually us eating McDonald's, and I remember getting home one night after we posted that. We were actually at a tangi, and we got home and I'm like, Dad, look how, you know, it's going pretty viral. And Dad being Dad, you know, because he wasn't used to the whole social media buzz at the time, he's like, what? Hey, and he's sitting there on the phone for hours, like he couldn't believe that our first ever video was going viral. So yeah, it was a shock for us both, but I'm grateful for the opportunities and the experience I've been given and I've been able to experience whilst being in this. I don't like to call myself a content creator or an influencer, because I personally just be me. You know, I like being real and raw on my content and just, being myself. So, I don't like calling myself a content creator or influencer. I'm just me, you know, and if people feel inspired by me, I'm grateful. But, that's how it all started, really. I didn't expect nothing of it, but now it's,
Have you had any advice to give to our rangatahi on, like, just having more confidence, like, to those that want to start TikTok and posting and stuff? What's some advice you would give to our rangatahi?
My first advice would just be do it, definitely. Like, don't doubt yourself. Something that I actually learned whilst attending CreatorCon, we're having a kōrero about, is, you know, you may start off with 1 or 2 likes. Don't delete it because, you know, you only get 1 or 2 likes. Keep going, you know, eventually in time, you know, you'll build your profile, and it doesn't matter about how much likes you get. It's just having those views and people being able to connect with who you are as a person. It's good to be yourself. Don't portray yourself as someone you're not, because, you know, when people meet you in the flesh, they wanna you know, feel like they're meeting the person they watch on social media, not this whole different version that you've portrayed yourself to be on social media. Just be yourself, and if people love you, they'll love you for who you are, and you'll build that profile and that portfolio of being a content creator or a TikToker, etc.
Wow, no, love that. I love that, because you've always been real on your TikToks by what I've seen, and like, you just keep it 100, keep it 100.
Thank you.
And but we're so grateful for the opportunity for you coming in today to see us.
I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
It's actually buzzing me out to actually see you right in front of us.
I'm buzzing out. I'm seriously here, okay?
Like seeing you from a screen to just seeing you now, like, you're a real inspiration, and I'm one of your fans. Like, you've been a real inspiration to me to just keep it real, be myself, to be who I am, to be proud. And also to be proud to be Māori. You're really a big advocate for that as well. Tangata Māori, tangata whenua. And like, I've got nothing else much to say, but...
So what's your plans tonight? What are you doing while you're in the region?
So we're actually here for a Māori gig whānau. There's a gig here in Gisborne. My friend actually asked me to come. So I'm here with her for that. We're off to that tonight. I'm not much of a drinker, but that's what we're doing tonight. So hopefully all goes well in Gisborne. And
just saying, sugar's like the worst place ever.
Oh no, that's where it is.
It's so sticky, so yuck.
Oh no. Nah. You're going to hear me complaining all night then. But so we've just come down here for that, you know, to support our people and watch our people. And I did also just want to add to that, how you said, you know, I'm a role model or whatever for our Māori people. That's also why I opened my business. You know, I wanted to be an inspiration for our rangatahi, to show them, you know, us as Māori, we can do anything we put our mind to. And even that, if you do want to start a business, that's something I do want to mention too, is don't doubt yourself. You may have a vision and you may have a plan, and even if you don't have much resources, it's better to just do it and start it, rather than coming into your later years of life and, you know, wishing you done this, wishing you done that.
It's just going for it, taking that step forward.
Even if it's scary, even if you don't believe in yourself or you don't have others around you know yourself who don't believe you, just do it.
So what's your next step? Have you got some big plan
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the next
so,
step for Harmony Chadwick.
My next step is, we haven't really put it out there, or the name of it or anything, but I'm actually wanting to open our own clothing label.
Breaking news.
Yeah, so
breaking
this is the
news,
first time
guys.
I've actually mentioned it. I haven't actually told anyone, but me and because I don't know if you watch my social media, but me and my dad say we're like the duo sort of thing. So our goal for me and my papa is to open our own clothing line next. So that's the next goal of mine, and just to keeping an inspiration for our people, and that's about it really.
I did see on one of your TikToks you were wearing the family from the Gisborne.
Oh yes,
Yeah, the
yes.
Gisborne company.
Shout out to Gisborne family.
Yeah, shout out, God. But So what are your plans for the rest of the day?
Probably just go have a look around, see what Gisborne's all about too. Really, yeah.
You're here till when?
Saturday.
Okay, I'll try and get you some kinners by then.
Thank you. I want to see what the Gisborne kinners are like.
We recently went for a dive, but sadly they got demolished last night.
Oh no.
But thank you so much for coming in, and we loved having you, and
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for having me.
It's so good to have someone young.
if you want to get in contact or see Harmony's creativity and her business, where can we contact you on?
So you can head over to my website, which is harmonizescents.co.nz. I also do have an Instagram page, Harmonize Scents, as well as a Facebook. One thing I also forgot to mention is Harmonize Scents. I wanted to incorporate my name up in there, so that's why it's called Harmonize Scents. That's the founding of that name. But if you do want to order or find my page, head over to Harmonize Scents.
Yeah, no reira. Tēnā koutou, hurunō tō tātou whare. I'll catch you later on the next podcast. Ka kite!
Oh, that was all good.